Hi, my name is Chris Logan, and today I am demoing the proof of concept for my Order of the Day app that I have made for Android. Currently, this is being put to my own personal use, but I am going to discuss the current productivity and the intended implementation and where I intend to go with this. So first up, what Order of the Day does is it is a modified version of the Eisenhower decision matrix. So you may be asking, what is the Eisenhower decision matrix? That is what I have opened over here on the side. You will see most of the time that these are ordered into two categories, important and not important, and urgent and not urgent, where the things that are urgent and important are things that you need to do immediately. Things that are important but they're not urgent can be done later. Something that is urgent but not extremely important can be done quickly, but normally you would end up delegating this to somebody else. And something that's not important and not urgent is something that you would be dropping from the list of things that you need to do. I've actually augmented this with my own personal needs, and that was adding a measure of difficulty or an expectation of how long I think something is going to take, because that is something that's sort of implied by not important but urgent is that it's quick, but that's not necessarily the case. Something could be not important, but you need to get it done, and it might take you a little while to do it. So I've added in this extra measure of difficulty. Now, the way I intend for this to go in the future is that importance will still retain this type of scale of high, medium, low. But urgency will be removed to no longer have a high, medium, low value, and instead it will be an actual due date, something that some way to indicate when this needs to be done by, so that it can gauge how long you have until that time. Difficulty will also change away from a low, medium, high value into an estimation of how long you think it will take. And then based off of that, your urgency will change uh, the importance value. Sorry, the importance value will not change. The urgency will start to increase as you become closer and closer to a deadline, and the difficulty remains where it is. Now, this allows you to go in and perform some work on a task and reduce its difficulty or reduce its urgency. Um, to sort of share, to sort of allow you to piecemeal when you work on these things. And I've been thinking about tracking the actual activity of it, but initially the idea was just to give myself a nice reminder and to be able to track the things that I need to do and the order in which I need to do them. Now, something that you'll notice is over here on the side, there is a number 6. This is because I have given the values here 1, 2, and 4 for low, medium, and high. So we have 3 values of 2, and those get a weight of 6. Here underneath the errands tab, I have groceries, which they're of low import, and I don't need to do them right away. They're medium difficulty because it requires me to go to the grocery store, shop around, and then come back. So the idea isn't so much that it's a difficult task, but it is a time-consuming task. Um, and you can see that because of that, it has a value of 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4, so we have the value of 4. Where this is useful is now that these two are grouped under completely different things, something I need to do for homework versus tasks that I need to complete throughout the day, I can flatten these options and have it list for me the order in which I should most likely approach these tasks to be done. So if I were to come in and add in something under homework that's like, let's say, a new task, and it's under the homework header. So let's go ahead and click on this. Oh, and I currently have debug statements popping up. I do not know why this does not want to allow me to use the, here we go. It's just taking a while. Alright, so if I start to type in homework, this should hopefully pop up with the autocomplete. There we go. Doing this on the emulator is a little bit slower than it actually is on the device, but recording it on the emulator is a lot nicer than it is recording it with a camera and looking at the phone. So if I were to say that I have a physics assignment, and it is extremely important, and it's extremely urgent, and it's physics, so it's going to be difficult, so we'll go ahead and save that. You can see that it has a value of 12, and if we come in here and we add something to errands, let's say I need to add in after the second letter, it should pop up. There we go. Errands, and I need to get dry cleaning, so I'm just going to write in here dry cleaning. And the importance of it is very important. No, not really. I don't need to have the dry cleaning at this exact moment. And the urgency, I would say it's also pretty low. And the difficulty, it's also pretty low. The dry cleaning service that I use actually has a drive-by window, so you can pull right up, get what you need, and keep on going. So we're going to go ahead and put those in there. And if I were to click flatten now, you see that it puts them in order. Unfortunately, I believe I put them in order here. So something I can do is I can add a new category. So we'll call the new category oh, I can't type. We'll call the new category projects, and these are just things that I might be working on the side. And the task item might be that I need to test the order of the day app. The importance we'll say is high, the urgency is high, and we'll say that the difficulty is low. So this should give us 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And we can see it's created a new projects section here. And underneath it we have rank 9. And when I flatten this out, you can see that it put in the 9 after the physics homework. So the idea here being that because the physics is extremely important, needs to be done sooner rather than later, and it's going to take me a long time a little bit longer to do because it's going to be more difficult of a task. It has a higher weight in the order of things that I need to do. Next, because of how I ordered, because of how I weighted the order of the day testing, it comes out with a value of 9 versus my homework's expectation of the value of 6 for English. So this does lead some interpretation up to the user, because maybe I think that even though I gave this a low difficulty here, it might still take me more time than the English homework, or maybe because this is somewhat of a passive thing, something that I might do during another project where I'm working on order of the day. This might get eliminated, so I might choose to focus on the English myself. But the importance of it is that it's ranked up here. I can see where my day should be ordered in terms of what I should be focusing on first, based off of what I've told it are the things that are most important, need to be done quickest, and are going to be the longest durations to take. Hopefully that makes sense, and I look forward to actually extending this app out in the future. Thank you.